Hello everyone, welcome. This is Hello everyone, welcome. This is STEM Academy TRICHY. This YouTube channel is specially dedicated for the students who are repeater or 11th 12th studying students, NCRT studying students, or whatever state board students. You may prepare JEE NEET with this your academic curriculum. So it is easiest things to understand the physics. As much as possible, I can deliver the physics subject in simple terms. So keep on and what actually keep watching my channel and like and continue your support. Subscribe my channel and share this channel to your friends. Please support me as if you are liking. Okay, thank you. And now we are moving on. What dynamic sums? Okay, clear. This is one sum is interesting sum. A parachutist who may carry parachute after after bailing out. Bailing out means just jump out from aeroplane or helicopter. Bailing out and falls 80 meter without friction. Without friction. When the parachute opens, he decelerates downwards with 5 meter by second square and reaches the ground with a speed of 10 meter by second. How long the parachute in the air? Time. And at what height did he bail out? What height? Total height. These two things we need to be found. Clear? So here a parachute is a person who jump out from the helicopter, and after that he just like fall freely, like a free fall. After opening the parachute, he decelerate with the speed, minimal speed. He reaches the ground with the speed, minimal speed, 10 meter by second. This is the sum. Clear? So we need to find the height, total height, and the time taken. Clear? So this is the origin from with which he jump out. After that he pass through 80 meter as just like a free fall. 80 meter as a free fall. 80 meter. After that he opened the parachute. Opening parachute, decelerate and reaches the ground with the velocity 10 meter by second with the minimal speed. So here the height, we must know the height and the time taken for this T1 and time taken for this T2. So then total height and the time taken should be found. Clear? Then actually, so O to A as a free fall. So this is O to A and this is B. O origin, started point, A as something like a free fall finished. After that a deceleration happened. How much deceleration? 5 meter by second square. Yeah. So this is the format. We can solve the sum. O to A as a free fall. So free fall actually now the initial velocity U equal to 0, final velocity V equal to something. We should find the final velocity, and then V square equal to U square plus 2G H. So something like initial velocity is 0 square, 2 and G is 10, H is 80 meter. So total height is 80 meter. Final velocity V square might be found. So how much? 2 8s are 16 and what is that? 1600. So this is 40 into 40. 40 into 40, that is V square. V equal to 40 meter by second. So reaching this as 40 meter by second. 40 meter by second for that 0 to 40 meter, and the time taken, we can find the time taken. To find the time taken using the formula, S is equal to ut plus half gt square. So this is height, h is equal to u as 0 ut plus half gt square. So this is the time 80 meter. For that 80 meter, the time taken might be found, and u as a 0. So this is 0, half as 10 t square. So this is 2 into 8, 16. 2 into 8, 16 divided by 10 equal to t square. So t square equal to 16. T equal to 4 seconds. So for reaching this velocity 0 to free fall, actually reaching this velocity 40 meter by second with the 4 seconds. Clear? So then this point to A to B, this scenario we might know. So what is that? Actually reaching final velocity to the ground with the ground final velocity, reaching the final velocity with the ground 10 meter by second. So final velocity will be 10 meters second. V equal to u plus gt. Then final velocity is 10 meter by second. So initial velocity 40 meter when opening the parachute. Clear? And parachute, opening the parachute, that is not a G. So here not G, that is A, deceleration, because minus 5 t. Clear? Then 40 when taking 40 left side, minus 30 equal to minus 5 t. So t equal to minus 30 upon minus 5, 6 seconds. So opening the parachute and reaching the ground, reaching to the ground within the second of 6 seconds. Okay, clear? And 6 seconds, how much height he got traveling, as we can find v square equal to u square plus minus 2a h, and v square as a 10 square, u square as a 40 square, then minus 2 5. H is that we need to find the h. So what is that? 40 square, 10 square minus 40 square minus equal to minus 2 into 10 h minus 10 h. 10 square minus 40 square. So minus taking minus multiplying both side with minus 40 square minus 10 square equal to 10 h. Then 40 square minus 10 square, 40 plus 10, 40 minus 10 equal to 10 h. Then 50 into 30 equal to 10 h. Then 5 3s are 15, 1 5 15, 1 5 00 equal to 10 h. H is equal to 150. H is equal to 150 meter. Then what height when 6 seconds after opening the parachute is 150 meter. So the total height is 80 plus 150, that is equal to 230 meter. And the time taken as a free fall 4 seconds, and opening parachute reaching ground is 6 seconds. The total second taken from starting point is 10 seconds. From starting point to ground taken time taken is 10 seconds. Clear? Okay, we'll move on next to some. Then a rocket is fired vertically upward from the ground with the resultant vertical acceleration of 5 meter by second square. The fuel is finished in 100 second, and it is continuous to move up. It continues to move up after how much time? Much time from then will the maximum height be reached, and what is the maximum height? What is the max height? Here we can find. So generally the rocket started from the ground. This is the ground. This is rocket starting with velocity 0, initial velocity 0. The resultant upward velocity is gaining as a resultant acceleration is 5 meter by second square. So after reaching some height, finishing 100 second, the fuel is finished, fuel exhausted. So there is no more to propel. So with the with the residual speed, it might be decelerate because acceleration of gravity pulling back to the earth. So there is no what actually propelling power of rocket. So now it is move under the gravity. Retardation will happen. After getting some height, it will come again to the earth. Okay. So now we can find that what is that? Final velocity v, initial velocity u plus a t. So this is final velocity v. Final velocity we don't know. Initial velocity 0. So when starting rocket 0 velocity, acceleration is in direction with the direction of velocity. So there is no sign changes. 5 meter by second, and the time taken of 100 second. Clear. After reaching 100 second, the velocity will be what? V equal to 500 meter by second. So this much velocity the rocket have been have been there at some height, reaching the velocity 500 meter by second. Clear. Then what is the height with reaching this velocity? We can find v squared equal to u squared plus 2a s. S means h. So this is v squared is 500 square, u squared is 0 square plus 2a means 5 meter by second. Then height is, I don't know height. We should find the height. H is equal to something. We can 40, then 10 reducing 10, then what is that? 30, one more 0. So H is equal to 2.5 into 10 power 4 meter. 2.5 into 10 power 4 meter. So actually after 100th second, the height is reached as this much, 2.5 into 10 power 4 meter. Then rocket started with the influence of gravity because there is no propelling power. Influence of gravity is 0, velocity is 0, v equal to u plus at. Here v maximum in maximum height velocity is 0. It is this u as at the time of fuel exhausted is velocity will be 500 meter by second. 500, then minus g because gravity pulling downward, velocity upward. Now t is, don't know what is what time is t. We should find 500 minus 10 of t minus 500 equal to minus 10 of t. So 50 t. Then what is time taken to reaching maximum height with the gravitation influence is 50 second. T equal to 50 second. Clear? After a 50 second, the velocity will be 0, maximum height attained. Then it will come again to the earth. Because equal to v square minus 2a h square. Here 500 square minus 2 into 10. H means here, what is H? H2 may be found. That H1 it is H2, not H, just putting H at 0. 500 square. So what is 500 square? 1250000 minus 10 H. So then 250000 minus equal to 10 H. Then what is the height? Two into 10. We missed 2, 20. Clear? 250000 divided by 20. So cancel each other. That is equal to 1.25 into 10 power 4 as an answer. So now we can find that from this to this, 1.25 into 10 power 4 meter height. From this to this, 1.25 into 10 power 4 meter height, and this much height already found as 2.5 into 10 power 4. So total height will be this much. This height is h1. So just put this much. This height is h1, and this height is h2. This height is h2. Yeah, h2. So this height is h2. So now the total height will be 1.25 into 10 power 4 plus 2.5 into 10 power 4. So taking total height is like that. Taking 10 power 4 as a common factor, 1.25 plus 2.5 is equal to 3.75 into 10 power 4 meter as a total height. The time taken is actually 100 plus 50. 100 plus 50. Yeah, 100 plus 50. Actually, I'm showing a figure. From this to this 100 second, from this to this 50 second, and this to this also 50 second, and from this to here also 50 second. If you want to take the total time taken na, then 100 second plus 50, again 100, 200, and again 100, 300. Total time taken of flight time is 300. Clear? Not asked here, but we can calculate easily.